All right, let me stop. Attack on Titan. It's been a while since I touched on this subject. Mainly because only like 1 or 2 chapters dropped. And I kind of wanted to like hold back a little bit because I didn't want to be like at the edge and then like no more Attack on Titans. But I let these 2 chapters rock. Come on, Light. And the battle has begun. Brandino! Chapter 75. We open up with Eren, Erwin, Levi, Hange, Mikasa. I'm blanking on the names. There's a lot of them in the regiment. You know who I'm talking about. But everybody is basically on the side of the wall, and the Titans are lined up in their formation, ready to go. The soldiers up at the top with their blades ready to hip thrust out of it. Everybody's ready to go. And while they're at this little standstill, they're thinking, Erwin is thinking like, basically battle plans. He's wondering why they set themselves up like this, why they're choosing now to do this all-out attack, and what they're basically going to try to do. Now, the main objective that they all know is that they want that Jaeger. They want that hunter. They want that guy who miraculously has inside of him since a long time, which nobody knew until just recently, the blood of the healing god Titan. The one that could control and shape and do all of this stuff that wasn't even supposed to be in his bloodline, but was in it anyway. And all because his father, which was also a Titan. If you haven't known about this already, this ain't spoilers. You should have been caught up. It's 2016. Attack on Titan got their 2nd season out already. Like, come on. You should know. Anyway. 75 opens up. Now, the Monkey Titan, because I don't know what they're going to call him, but I'll just call him Sasquatch. He's out there getting ready to start commanding the troops. Now, Erwin is up at the top trying to figure out what the Titans are going to do, and they notice that Reiner is back there getting ready to pull some crap. So they're like, they know that the Titans need Eren. They know that they need the regiment to fall out. They're wondering what they're going to do. They don't know what they're going to do yet. Now, of course, Reiner sharpens up his armor so that he can start scaling the wall and everything. And Erwin starts sending the groups out because he has a plan. He sends one group over here because the Armor Titan actually sent out the first wave, which was the 2-3 meter Titans, the little short ones. He sent all of them out to start taking down the horses so there's no escape. Erwin picked up on that and sent a couple regiments out so that they could take these guys down and make sure that they have their escape route locked in. They need the horses. And the Titans know that they're Titans, so they can traverse a lot of land quickly. Men can't do that. They need the horses. So they're going after the horses. Erwin sends out the first couple of people to do that. And then they have like a backup plan because they know... Damn it, what is his name? Armin. Now he sends out the couple groups, and then of course he sends Levi's group out to do one thing and Hange's group out to do another. Or they were both supposed to do the same thing, and then another few groups were supposed to protect the horses. Whatever. Armin, of course they know he has the best strategic mind on the battlefield comparable to Erwin or Levi. Generally, he's on commander status when it comes to deduction. The rest of the gang don't have that. So, of course, Erwin holds him and Levi back because he knows that he needs Levi, the Ackerman, the cannon, to go out there and take out Sasquatch. So he knows he needs Levi for that specific thing. But he also needs Armin to be able to pick apart what they're going to do on their side of the battlefield, what Erwin can't already basically perceive himself. Then the trap was set. Now they don't know where Bernthold is because the last time that Eren took down Reiner, Bernholt came out of nowhere with the crashing Titan to destroy everything and capture Eren. So they know that he's hiding somewhere and it probably has to recover. I feel like he's still in the wall. He's probably still in the wall waiting for like the moment where the battle kind of takes a turn for the worse for the Titans, and then he just blows out of the wall and kind of just destroys the whole thing and kind of gives the Titans a leg up, because now all of the regiments, like, their hold up is now completely destroyed and all of the little Titans could just storm in. But that's what I'm thinking. Armin's on the back burner because of that. So now we see a new battle where Eren has finally mastered his Iron Fist. So he's finally got the fist down to where he can adamantiumize, basically crystallize the crap out of his fist and focus it so that it's more powerful than Reiner's armored Titan form. Which makes sense. Because if you think about Annie being one of the toughest transformed Titans that all of them have ever faced, she learned how to focus her hardening abilities to the point that she is crystallized in a diamond sphere that nothing can scratch through. So which means armor hardening in sections can be more powerful than a full body armor hardening, which makes sense. The more stamina you use to do a lot of stuff could be packed into one place and pack a wallop. Which really, if Eren really wanted to take this guy out, he should put it all into one fist, have basically the armored gauntlet, and then have like his other hand free so he can like maneuver and do all of that stuff, and then finish with the armored gauntlet. But he wants to fight with the two hands. He wants to have that grip and the ability to hit with the left and the right with enough force to crack the armor. So another cool thing that happened is they're calling it spears. They're pile bunkers, basically. These guys are rocking on their 3DM gear. They have pile bunkers now. There's no more swords. It's straight boof, boof. Like, yo, double tap, destroy. That's basically what they're rocking with right now. And you know Mikasa and her dangerous Ackerman background is gonna destroy it with them freaking spears. You know she got it down pat. Don't sleep on the girl. I'd want her to protect me forever. I try to protect her, but she'll probably kill everybody else and, hug me or something. But anyway, so then we get around into chapter 76, where the battle between Eren and Reiner is basically hitting the middle point. And he should be discovering, because in the previous chapter, Eren popped up and started running away. And Reiner thought that Eren was going to hop the wall and try to escape, leading the rest of the Titans away. But then he was like, wait, but that would be too easy. So he said maybe he's going to hop the wall, come around, and try to take out the Monkey Titan from behind so that they cut the head off the snake. He didn't do either of those. So they're like wondering what's going down. What their true plan was to take down Armored Titan so that the Titans have one less, destructive member on their team, so that the Titans are a little bit weaker, besides having Sasquatch out there controlling the whole regiment. So they go after him. They have him in a nice, out in the space so that Bernholt can't fly off the wall out of nowhere. And which I'm thinking, once they were in that little city square, which happens to be the same area where Eren's house is at, I'm thinking Bernholt could be underground. He could be in one of these houses and just pop up out of nowhere if he wanted to. If he really wanted to, that thunderbolt comes down like Shazam and just, hits him with the juice. But Reiner's getting cracked. He's getting cracked left and right. He's doing his best. But because Eren knows how Annie fights, and Eren has fought Annie on numerous occasions, he has picked up enough of her skill to be able to hold his own against some of the Titans that really, you can say, don't have much of a fighting chance. So as this chapter wraps up, they basically pull out the pile bunkers and they're showing how this power works, because they know that the slicing cut is not going to cut the armor. Basically, if you ever seen samurai armor was made to deflect blades that cut in a slicing motion. They weren't made to protect against spears. So you can pierce samurai armor, but you can't slice samurai armor, because it's made in platelets to be able to deflect the blade. which is why, like, if it came up against, like, a longsword, it would still actually work because they could probably deflect, like, the swing, and the sword is way slower, and then they could come in with their, you know, finishing strike. So, but the idea of the spear versus the armor is basically the smartest thing that the regiment has come up with, because they know that their swords aren't going to cut. They have to get through the armor. And the fact that this thing not only jabs in, but then violently explodes after that, which done cracked everything open. And then, like, the regiment's like, oh, but it really is Reiner in there. And I was like, you know what it was already. Killed this guy. Like, he's going to murder you. And Reiner's like, wait, I'm not ready. And he's like, we don't know if he died or if he survived. He might have got out. He might have pulled an Annie and crystallized at the last second. Because that crap that they showed last time, where they showed where he clearly got sliced directly through his cerebral, spinal, all of that. He got cut through that, and he was like, well, I just moved my brain functions to my body in just the nick of time to be able to control myself, to move myself out of the way. Like, yo, you just got basically decapitated at your nervous system. You didn't get fully decapitated, but, yo, your nervous system was cut off. There is no reason that you should have survived that in general. But we're letting it slide. So they finally took down Reiner. They used the pile bunkers on the back of his neck, cracked that little armor space open, shot a couple more pile bunkers in there, literally inches above his head, and let that John rock. He has to be gone after this. And then now they got to find Bernholt, because they don't know where he's at. Then they got to make sure that the horses are correct. Then they got to make sure that Sasquatch ain't going to send them 50-footers that are standing there as basically like a wall so they can't get any further. They don't know what's going to go down. I don't know what's going to go down. But Attack on Titan, the war has begun. If you don't got your 3D gear on, you better swing on out of there. Grab your horse and run. Because, yo, the battle is on. So if you like the review, comment down below. Subscribe all over here. And don't let the fact that even though Bernholt is still somewhere in the way does not mean that he has a fighting chance. Don't let that idea that he has a sneak attack waiting get you down. Because the dawn always rises on a new day. That thing would be to subscribe. So last week's Attack on Titan, which was like 50 years ago, the catch-up, and any other videos that I've done before that are necessary. Audio dope up top. Watch them dope trailers. He just dropped a dope trailer on Batman, Superman review. It's got a lot of spoilers. If you're a spoiler person, you can watch it. If you really don't like spoilers, yo, the first minute you need to get up out of there. Not even first minute. First 30 seconds, leave the video, because he's gonna spoil a lot. Now, he doesn't care about spoilers. Me, I'm kind of on the fence. Sometimes I want to be surprised. Audio dope, watch it out. Omega Legends coming. I don't know if he posted anything yet, but he should be on his way. And Medium Level, of course, dropping some videos. We got Nelson, Kenny, Nelson and Streets. You know, basically they're dropping videos every now and again, keeping the channel live. And also in the link in the description below will be the website, mediumlevel.com, which is the website that I'm on. Check it out. Watch the stuff. Get on your Titan skills. And hip thrust on out of there.